Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a Panzer Mark II Ausf J. Yes, it's the troll wagon. It's a tier 3 German premium light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Abbey and it's under the command of Incoming. Now he's got armour of 18mm at the front, 50 at the rear, and he's loaded up with a hefty amount of AP, but he's also carrying a fair amount of APCR as well. And the reason is that with the AP you only get 23mm of penetration and do 11 hit points of damage per shot, but with the APCR you take that up to 46mm, which means if he ever meets another Panzer IIJ, he's going to be hard pressed to try and penetrate that guy. But most of the other tanks on the enemy team he should be able to take out of the game. Now it's got a very slow speed, only 31 kilometers an hour forwards and 12 in reverse, but it's a very heavy tank, and he's knocking down trees to make a nest for himself with some cover, and I think he's going to hold up in this corner of the map for the meanwhile. Now this is a rather interesting replay that was sent to me by Incoming, and I thought it was quite funny as well. And he said at the end of the battle that yeah, maybe he needs to take a shower because this is basically a seal clubbing tank. Basically it's so overpowered that any enemy tank really that comes up against it normally gets taken out of the game. And he's waiting for the enemy tanks to arrive at the cap. We've already lost one of our teammates, now we've lost two. And it's only going to get worse, I'm afraid. I think he's trying to knock down all the trees in this area. Just doing a bit of forestry work. Don't flip yourself over, whatever you do. We've lost 3 now. And we've lost 4. So this game does not go well for our team. 5 tanks down. Now you might ask, why is he not driving forwards to take on the enemy? Well, mainly because he's expecting the enemy to arrive at this cap anyway. They're going to come to him. We're now 6 tanks down. The west side has fallen, and it looks as if it's only going to get worse. Mind you, the enemy are losing a few hit points. We're 7 tanks down now. And here comes the enemy approaching the cap area. We're now, oh, we managed to kill one back, but we're now 8 tanks down on the enemy. So it looks like it's going to be down to Incoming to save this game if he can. We're 9 tanks down now. Only that 1 kill so far. And he's now aiming at that TKS-20 who's making his way towards the camera. You notice that he's actually firing only 2 shots so that the gun can settle and he can get accurate shots on the enemy. Okay, he's popped his reload. And he's now got a full mag. 0.13 seconds between each mag, and it's 2.89 or 81 seconds I think it is for a full mag reload. We're now only 2 left on the team facing 11 enemies, and there's a T-29 behind that rock. He's popped out and now he's all alone. The last of his teammates, a Panzer IIIE, has been wiped out, and now he's facing 11 enemies. And that TKS is definitely determined to get him. But I'm not sure he's got enough penetrating power. And Incoming is now backing himself into the corner against the edge of the map. And he's taking on anyone who comes in his direction. He kills his first target, or his second target actually. Now going to kill this T-70, is it? T-30? No, T-45. 3 shots in. And he's gone. TKS is just below him. But he's firing a few rounds in. I think he's going to push him up against the rock. And any second now, he'll get his next kill. Well, he's now going to aim at... Oh, kills the T2 medium. Can he get this TKS? Yes, he does. So he's now managed to get 5 kills. And a T29's now hit him for 129. That was an AP round. He would be better off firing HE at incoming. But of course he doesn't realise that. And they are capping at the moment. They're trying to. Now they're almost capped out. But he resets the cap partially. And he's going to have to drive into these enemy now to get shots on them to get the resets. He's got another reset. And takes out the BT7 Art. And that was his top gun. T29, they're all firing in. They are tracking him. And the T116 gets a shot. The TKS has got behind him but can't pen him. And he's right up his rear, but he's not getting any pens. And they are capping. They've almost capped out again. But he gets a partial reset. Goes to the T29. Needs to get the next reset. That guy, the TK or 2K. There's only 5 enemies left now. And he resets again. And takes out the T116. So he's now got 7 kills. Only a few more shots to kill that T29. And he gets him. So there's a T45 and a 2K who's hiding. There's only 3 enemies left. The TKS that's behind him, the T45 and the 2K. It's a difficult shot to get the TK. I think he has to drive over there, get behind the guy, or at least frighten him away. The enemy T45 is coming straight towards him, which is a very silly thing to do. The TKS has not stopped trying to hit him, and he's down to just 12 hit points now. But incoming will keep going. Go on, go for it. They're still capping. He has to get another reset soon. That's a partial reset. He's out of standard ammo. He's out of the APCR now. He's just firing standard ammo. But he is getting resets. It's that 2K he needs to kill. And he kills the T45. Now he has to get this 2K. Otherwise, the enemy will win the game by capping out. And he's just waiting for his tracks to come back up. And now he's motoring. Okay, the 2K is going to try and keep the wreck between him and incoming. But I'm not sure how well that's going to be successful. It's just him left now because the TKS was taken out. And he got the reset. And now it's just him and the 2K. And it's all going to be over very, very painlessly, very shortly. This is it. And now he needs a cold shower. Because that was ridiculous. What a game by incoming. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, look at this. It's only a first class tanker. But just look at the medals that came with it. You got a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks. A Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 15. A Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. And a Fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. Together with a Shell Proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got a Kolobanov. He was 1 alone against 11 and beat them all. He got a Defender for multiple resets on the cap. A Cool-Headed for surviving 10 or more ricochets in a row. Spartan for receiving a ricochet when he had less than 10% of his hit points left. High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. Steel Wall for blocking the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. I'm afraid, even with 11 kills, there's no Pulse Medal because this is Tier 3. You don't get a Pulse Medal below Tier 5. So I'm afraid, yep, all he gets is the Top Gun. That's it. Let's have a look at the team score. 1,771 hit points of damage. The next highest scorer was the BT7 Art, who got 1,425. And after that, the T116, 969 hit points. When it came to kills, he had the highest number with 11. T116 managed to get 4. BT7 Art got 3. And when it came to base XP, he's got the top in that one, top in all 3 columns. 1,337 goes to incoming. And the next high scorers were in fact actually the T29 on his team with 588. Then the BT7 Artillery on the enemy team with 566. He fired 406 rounds of ammunition in the end. In fact, he ran out of premium rounds. He actually had to start firing AP because that's all he had left. 269 hits on the enemy, only 162 of which penetrated. And he did damage of 1,771 hit points, all of it at close range. Received 224 hit points, 224 hits from the enemy, of which 5 penetrated, and a 215 non-penetrations, 4 hits by way of splash. Yes, they did start firing HE at him, which is about the only way you can actually take out a Pz.Kpfw. He blocked damage of 4,382 hit points of damage. That's the sort of blocking level you'd see at a tier 10 game, let alone a tier 3. He damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 11, and did 100 defense points on the cap. On a premium count, he earned 25,932 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and yes, he did have to fire all of those premium rounds, he actually ended up with a small loss of 22,818 credits. So you can see you can operate the Pz.Kpfw with partially APCR, partially AP, and still win. 1,337 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 4,012 from personal mission payout, and 1,204 for this being a premium vehicle. He took away 9,228 experience points altogether. This is not a vehicle that you play to earn credits, I'm afraid, because it is so expensive to run. But it does every now and then bring up amazing results like that. Just look at the sheer number of medals he managed to get out of that one. Only one epic medal, but look at all the other battle hero medals. Yes, he saved it for his team because they got wiped out fairly quickly. And yes, it was quite interesting to see the amount of damage that he did during that last, well, 5 minutes of the battle, where he was facing attacks from every direction and still managed to kill them all. If you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And incoming is now going to be taking a cold shower. Thanks for watching.